I don't think so.
With your son?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay.
Nope, not me.
Well, just so you know, we are being audio recorded. I do have a body-worn microphone on me, and obviously I can see that you're recording me. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
No, nothing at all. We live in America.
What's that?
We live in America.
Right? Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're on a public sidewalk, and you can definitely go ahead and record, right?
Yep.
So, reasons why I'm contacting you is because people have called. They are a little bit concerned about your recording. You're recording over towards the bank.
It's atypical.
Right.
Yeah.
So at best, we could agree that it's not the norm of what most people.
Is filming a bank from the sidewalk enough to trigger a police response? In Olympia, Washington, a First Amendment auditor known online as PNW Transparency tested his rights by simply recording the exterior of OB Credit Union. When Officer Navarro from the Lacey Police Department, badge number 1823, arrived at the scene, things escalated. Not aggressively, but through a tense conversation about legality, identity, and public perception. The question is simple. Do you have to give your name if you're not breaking the law? This real-world encounter puts your civil liberties to the test. You're watching ID Refusal Rights, where we break down real encounters that define the limits of police authority and the power of knowing your rights. Special thanks to PNW Transparency. Make sure to support and follow their original channel.
Hello, everybody. Today we are at OB Credit Union in Olympia, Washington. Really nice building, clean. It's got a nice park behind it. And just on the other side of that is a bunch of neighborhoods. So, we'll hang out for a little bit. See if they respect our First Amendment rights. And if they call the police. Stay tuned. Nice wave. First one today. In case you're wondering, I am clearly out of the way. Not blocking anything. There's the sidewalk. Not blocking anyone's view or way of travel. Okay, I can't be this lucky. Nah. They've got to have an office over here somewhere. Must be shift change or something. Because that's like 3 back and forth. Can't be the same guy. See if I move out a little bit. Bet you anything it was that old man in the big red truck. She's nice enough. She didn't come out, didn't scream and yell. Didn't act a fool in any way, so that's good on that side. And there she goes back inside. Alright guys. Mr. Officer is parking. See if he goes inside first or if he comes over here. Ah, he's coming over here.
PNW Transparency positions himself on a public sidewalk near OB Credit Union in Olympia, Washington. Recording quietly, not obstructing traffic or access. No police are present yet, but the First Amendment is already at play. Filming public buildings is protected expressive conduct. He deliberately avoids trespassing, making his intent lawful. Observing his surroundings, he notes people watching, but not confronting. A man in a red truck briefly exits, but shows no aggression. This setup challenges the public's misunderstanding of lawful photography, not law enforcement, yet. There's no reasonable suspicion of a crime, so under Terry v. Ohio, police cannot detain or demand ID. The scene builds tension not through escalation, but by exposing the fragile boundary between public rights and social discomfort.
Let's be nice to this guy. How do you pronounce it again?
Navarro?
Navarro. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
We've spoken before.
I don't think so.
With your son?
Nope.
No? Oh, okay.
Nope, not me.
Well, just so you know, we are being audio recorded. I do have a body-worn microphone on me, and obviously I can see that you're recording
Yep.
me. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
No,
You're
nothing
on
at
the
all.
street,
We live in America.
What's that?
We live in America.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, you're out on the public sidewalk, and you can definitely go ahead and record, right?
Yep.
So, reasons why I'm contacting you is because people have called. They are a little bit concerned about your recording. You're recording over towards the bank.
It's
You know.
it's atypical.
Right.
Yeah.
So at best, we could agree that it's not the norm of what most people would
Of
like
course.
to do, right?
Of course.
That's
That-
all that it is.
In a small way, that's the whole point.
Okay. Why so?
To educate people on the First Amendment.
Gotcha. All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
Nope, nothing at all. I have no quarrels, no drama, no history, no past, no nothing.
Gotcha.
Just another building.
All right. And if I may, please have your first name?
Call me sir.
Sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So, not wanting to identify yourself?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Again, I would just like to know who it is that I'm talking to. I'm just like you. I would like to actually call somebody either by their name, just to be respectful, because that's how I like to be addressed, right?
This is a consensual conversation, right?
I'm sorry?
This is a consensual conversation?
Correct. Yeah, you're free to leave at
Okay.
any time.
Then,
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. No, I'm not leaving. I was just, if it's still consensual, consensual. Can't say it. I'm just, sir.
Okay. Yeah,
Sure.
I understand that. Yeah. Like I said, you're not under arrest or anything else like that. You're free to leave. This is completely social between you and I. And, you know, you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to. That's perfectly fine.
Not that I don't want to. I got a little bit of a speech thing. I like exercising my First Amendment rights. That's it.
Again, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like you identified it in something that, you know,
Oh, extremely. Yeah.
social behavior, so people do call, and you get a little bit.
Officer Navarro approaches PNW Transparency without reasonable suspicion, initiating a consensual conversation. While respectful, Navarro subtly pressures for identification, despite no legal obligation to provide ID unless detained under Terry v. Ohio. The videographer stands firm, asserting his First Amendment rights to film in public and politely refusing to disclose his name. Filming from a public sidewalk, not interfering with operations, and not committing a crime makes this contact legally non-compulsory. Navarro acknowledges the activity is legal, but atypical, revealing how public perception often conflicts with constitutional protections. This type of soft contact policing walks the line between lawful conversation and potential intimidation. Exercising rights calmly, without escalating, is the most powerful defense against unlawful stops or police overreach.
And like you said, some people just need a little bit of that education piece.
Exactly.
People don't understand, right?
Exactly.
Like, no, we need to be, as long as there's no expectation of privacy, right?
Exactly.
If you're sitting at somebody's house recording inward, that would be a whole different story, right?
If I was on their property, yes.
Exactly.
If I was on the sidewalk and their house was right there, that's Plain View Doctrine. That's anything visible in public from a public space
Right. But again,
is allowed via Supreme Court.
but again, atypical, right?
Atypical. I will give you that.
Yeah, for sure. So again, that's the reason why I'm contacting you. Just want to make sure everything is good to go.
Okay.
That there's no issues over here. As long as you're doing it off of the sidewalk, right? Business is calling it in. Some of the motorists that are driving by.
Yeah.
You know, as this guy that came out, you kind of follow him with the camera and stuff like that.
Atypical.
Kind of get a little bit, little bit jumpy.
Yeah.
You know, to say. So,
Well, hopefully we can solve that.
right.
Get people to be a little more understanding. Understand that photography in public is not a crime.
Right.
So next time they call, if myself or someone else is out here, now you guys know, tell them, listen, as long as he's on the sidewalk, he's not harassing people, he's not blocking any roadways, he's not sticking this pole out in front of people, then advise them that, you know, the person's not doing anything wrong and they're totally within. Yeah.
Officer Navarro and PNW Transparency engage in a rare moment of agreement. Public photography is not a crime. Citing the Plain View Doctrine, the auditor correctly argues that anything visible from a public space may be legally recorded, supported by multiple Supreme Court rulings. Navarro acknowledges this, but frames the act as atypical, highlighting how police responses are often shaped by social norms, not legal standards. The officer encourages education over confrontation, reinforcing that unless someone is harassing, blocking, or interfering, there's no legal violation. The interaction, though respectful, reminds us that public discomfort is not a legal threshold. Knowing the law, calmly and precisely, is how citizens prevent unlawful detention and assert constitutional rights effectively.
Not often enough. What was your name again? Rios? Badge number? 18? 23. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Like I said, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, man, all right? But at the same time, just gotta be mindful that people would be calling me and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like they just didn't want you out there for some dropping. It sounds like you're well aware that being on public property is totally fine.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, sir. Well, you
Have a good one.
Take care.
If you have a chance, go educate them. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way.
Right.
I just mean that's the best absolute outcome you can get out of a situation like this.
Yeah.
Someone feels threatened at a private business for whatever reason. They call the police come out. They identify that the man's not doing anything wrong. In my own personal experience, it goes a long way if the officers, after you leave here, you don't just leave,
Right.
but you go tell them why you can't make me leave.
So I've already spoken to her on the way over here.
Okay.
And we've already had that conversation.
Okay. All right, I'm cool then. I'm all right.
All right, sir. Well, you take care of yourself, okay?
You too. Be safe. Have a good one.
Thank you. Likewise.
Officer Navarro earns a solid B+ for maintaining professionalism, respecting the First Amendment, and allowing the encounter to remain voluntary. However, his repeated emphasis on the act being atypical reveals a subtle bias that could deter lawful behavior. PNW Transparency earns an A, calmly asserting his rights, refusing ID without confrontation, and educating both the public and police. The legal foundation is clear. Public photography is protected, and ID refusal is lawful unless reasonable suspicion exists. If you're ever filming in public, stay on public property, don't obstruct, and know your rights. For more real encounters that test the boundary between police authority and the Constitution, subscribe to ID Refusal Rights and support the original footage creator at PNW Transparency.